Hello, welcome. This is the 6 year box. This is Champions League final day, and this is like a quick tactical analysis of how the two teams will set up, how City would look to play, and that's the plan. That's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be having a look at how City are going to play to win the game, and how Inter Milan can stop City from getting that treble. Because City, it's all about the treble for City right now, and we are basically going to look at how City can play. For me, how Inter Milan can stop City from playing. Tottenham have done it so many times, and I've watched Tottenham the way they did it. And if Inter can do the same thing, they will have a lot of joy in this game if they can stop City winning their trouble. It's going to be difficult. I can only see one winner. But let's quickly get into it. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, like, share, and all that good stuff. Let's quickly jump straight into it. So let's quickly jump straight into it. The way the two teams were set up for this game on Saturday. Let's quickly jump to it. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, like, share. Let's have a look at the way the two teams were set up for this game. Let's share. Let me bring my my tactical board screen on. Let's make that. Let's make that full screen as it is now. You can see. So let's go back to quickly. Let's just quickly go back to that. So yeah, let's share. Let's go to the tactical board screen and share the board. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, like, share. Let me just see what you're seeing. That's the board on the right hand side. This is how this is what this is how the two teams will set up. I'll put the names of the players there. The jersey numbers are not correct, but some of it may be. Put the team I think will start. They'll set up in a City will play in a 3-2-4-1, setting up that way. I think De Bruyne obviously will play, and Haaland will play as well. They're gonna play. Gundogan is definitely gonna start. I think this is the lineup they will play, because this lineup did really well in the FA Cup final. It's gonna have Rodri and Stones playing in that middle area as well. Inter are going to play with a 3-5-2 formation, and this is a formation that if they play really well, they can really frustrate City. The whole idea is to be compact, and let's look at what Inter can do. We know how City are going to play, so let's see that. Let's see what Inter can do. City are going to dominate the ball. Let's look at what Inter can do to prevent them from scoring. Then we look at Inter, what City will do. But for Inter, they just need to be compact. That's what I'll say. It needs to be compact. City, we want to play through the middle. Grealish will be there. Gundogan will push up. Obviously, Haaland will be occupying this centre-back position. They will be occupying the three at the back. De Bruyne will be floating, picking up the ball. He can pick it up. He can flow into that area. He's going to play as close to Haaland as possible. Gundogan is the one that's going to get on the ball. Stones will come onto the ball. They will pack the midfield. It could be any of these three that could be able to get on the ball. Gundogan too will be the one getting on the ball, setting the attacks going. He's going to play with, he's going to probably go in there as well. Or he could be De Bruyne, one of the two. They'll probably swap who is going to be on the ball. Stones will come in as well, will be the most defensive midfielder. I think they'll try and push up. City will squeeze this pitch up like this. They will squeeze the pitch up. These centre backs will be high. for City, and they'll just try and Silva will be playing deep on this side to occupy this Inter defense. City will want to play through there. They want to play through the middle lines right. Let's get the lines right. So they want to play through the line. I always get that line wrong. Let's try and get it right. Yeah, that's the one. So, like I was saying earlier, City will want to play through this bit. They want to open that middle bit up, and they want to like get Silva hugging the line to create that space in there for De Bruyne as well to operate it on the left hand side as well. They're gonna push their centre backs really high, so they will be really high. These three will be really high up. As you can see, they'll be high, very high up, and that's what City will do. They will look to play that ball, incisive passes, move the ball around, move the ball into, and Alan can make runs and try and stretch the back four, the back five or back three of Inter. That's what City will always do. They play that ball. Grealish will walk the line. Will get the pass out to Grealish from maybe Akanji at the back there. So they'll get the pass to Grealish on that side, trying to look for Grealish on that side, making runs and occupying this Dumfries one-on-one to create that space in there. This is what they are looking for City. They want that space in there. They want the spaces down the sides of the centre backs, so it can be room, create room for De Bruyne or Haaland to run into and get the ball wide, get into the box, and for tap-ins from Haaland. So that's what they will do. City will hug the line. They'll move the ball around left to right. They'll do it so many times to kind of create that space in between in there. They'll try. Sometimes they will also try and play through the middle. So try and find spaces in there. Try and find spaces in the middle. Try and open draw Barella out to Akanji sometimes, but that's what City will do. We've seen them play so many times, City, and Gundogan is the key for me. Big name player. He's gonna come onto the end of stuff. He's gonna pick you up from around there. He's gonna play really close. As soon as that ball goes wide to Grealish, guess who is gonna be in that box? Gundogan will be coming in. De Bruyne will be coming in as well. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna make sure they get runs in. Gundogan from edge of the box. Saw the goals he scored in the Champions League, in the FA Cup final from edge of the box. Anywhere around there, around the edge of the box, this line, this area, Gundogan is going to be prowling around this area, making runs in there, prowling around there, waiting for any drop down, any loose balls in there, and that's the way City will go. I've got a feeling Inter will set up that way just to clog the midfield, and that's the way Inter will set up to have any joy. It's going to be tough. You have to concentrate 210%, and I think that's what Inter will do to stop City. Inter will also try when they get this ball, when they get the key for Inter for me is when they get the ball in any of these areas from Barella or Brozovic or Mkhitaryan in there. When they win the ball in that area and they get possession, when City are putting them under a lot of pressure, you can even see the situation, the picture right now. And basically, I always say that Inter needs 1-2 passes. They need 1 or 2 passes to get that ball into Martinez, making it run down the flanks over there, or to get it wide to Lukaku. If Lukaku is playing, Lukaku has to be very mobile. He has to be willing to run down the channels when they win the ball. He can't run through the middle, because if he runs through the middle, he's running into traffic. But if he runs through the middle, also he could get a little bit of joy out of Diaz. I don't think he could get any joy out of Walker in a foot race down this side. So when Inter win the ball, all they have to do is 1-2 touches in this area. I always say that 1-2 touches in this midfield area to get the ball out into space and into a foot race for Inter. That's how they're going to get joy. That's the way Tottenham beat in Man City. I remember every time we beat Man City, that's how Tottenham played. 1-2 touches out of this area when you win the ball, and you got to have runners willing to run and get out quickly, make it turn. I think that's why City will have a lot. That's why City will have a lot of joy, because I think Martinez is the only quick one in that front two of Inter. I don't think Lukaku's got the pace to outrun even Diaz. Maybe Akanji. Maybe if he tries Akanji at the back there, but I don't think he can outrun Diaz and Walker. I think if you're watching the FA Cup final, the mistake Manchester United made was when they get the ball in the middle there, they didn't actually do anything with it. They were making too many passes. Now, you can't make, for you to get joy quickly, you can't make more than 2 passes from this position in there to get out into the flanks and get at those midfielders. So for you, when you win that ball in there, 1-2 passes to break the line. So if you win the ball in there from Gundogan, for example, if you win it, you got to put that pass in there quickly into Brozovic, and then Brozovic goes on and then quickly out into Martinez or Lukaku. That's how Inter are going to get joy. If they make more than 3-4 passes in this area, more than 2 passes in this area, City will definitely close them down and press them and win the ball back. But City, they work so hard off the ball. They work so hard. That's what people don't understand sometimes. They work so hard off the ball. If you make more than 3 passes in there, you're done. I think you slow the game down. You allow City to press you. You allow their centre backs to get ready. You allow them to get back in possession. You got to make 2 passes in this middle area where you win the ball in transition to get it wide. And then you've got a lot of space behind to exploit City. I think that's the key for Inter. If they don't do that, it's going to be pressure. So it's still going to be difficult for Inter to do. I've seen Tottenham do it so many times as a Tottenham fan. When we beat City, that's the way we beat them every single time. You get that press, or you get out of the press quickly when you win the ball. You can go and press them in their own half as well. We've seen that happen when City play out from the back. Then everyone is in their own half. They play out from the back, try and pass out from the back. In that situation, De Bruyne is always behind. He's always behind. De Bruyne is always behind Haaland in that situation. And in that situation, you could get yourself in trouble as well, as I'm going to show now. They did that against Arsenal when Arsenal tried to do it. So let's just put the City players back a little bit when they have the ball at the back in position. For example, with Akanji at the back there, and the field is open up. If Inter decides to go and press, which would be suicidal for me, because if you go and press them high, if you want to go and press them high and go and try and press and try and get the ball, go and press them high, you can see what you are creating. You can see there's a lot of space. In City, you don't want to give them space. If you want to go and press them high by moving your what do you call it? If you go man to man, I say you want to go and press them by moving your block in that middle, your block out. You can even see it differently. Now it's different. Now you can see the spaces that is different. You can see the way it's shaping up. They've got a keeper in there. They could go long from their keeper at the back. Ederson is very good with his feet, and you're going to be done for. So if you try and go and press them high, I know Tottenham did that when we scored at the Etihad. We pressed them high. We got the ball, won the ball right up in this area. You can get joy if you can do that. but you're playing a big risk, man, because you have to do it. You have to win that ball. If you do it, you got to win that ball, or else City will punish you. So let me just take some of these out, some of these arrows out. Take some of these arrows out. So let's see what's gonna happen. So if you go and try and press them, go man for man like this. If you want to go and press them man for man like this, and try and go and win the ball in their half, you are in trouble. You can't do that with City. You can see De Bruyne will always find spaces in behind your midfielders. This is where he wants to be De Bruyne. You can go in there and always find spaces behind this your midfield too. So I can't see unless Inter are really disciplined. When they press, they push up the line. They can push this. They push this line up. These three at the back up. And I don't think those three at the back have got the pace as well. It's going to be tough. You're playing one-on-one against Ireland as well. So City can just go long. They can drop that ball into... They can drop that ball into this area. They can drop that ball into this area for Grealish, or what they normally do is he drops it into this area for Ireland. Ireland will drop deep, and De Bruyne will go ahead of him, and then they will just drop that ball into Ireland. And Ireland, if he wins that header against their main or Azabi, I don't know how big they are, they've got to stay tight with him. He can't be winning anything. If he wins it, then he's got to be ready to cover behind quickly, and he's going to be ready to support as well. And and he's going to be, they've got to quickly come back. That is a big, big risk if they try and do that for me. They try and go and press City high, because if they do that, that ball will drop to De Bruyne, to Ireland. Ireland might flick it onto De Bruyne, or to, depending on what side, or to Grealish, or to Silva on that side. You can see the space. Silva will come in straight away. If that ball goes wide, Silva will always drift into that space, and you can see the space in there. He's going to track, and then Walker will be making his run around the back there. So the problem for Inter is they can't afford to play that way. I think I'll go with the first option where they just sit in, play a low block, and play on the counter. If they go and press, Arsenal did that. And the next thing, the ball was with De Bruyne with a flick on from Ireland, and the next thing, the ball is in the back of the net, is a goal. So I can't advise City to do that. If Inter do that, they'll be done for. Any which way, it's all about risk and reward for Inter. If they want to be brave, they can go and press, but I can't see them winning that way. They don't have any chance to go and press City high. The only way they'll have a chance to see in a block, low block or mid block. Choose the time to press. When City come into their half, they need to press them, get to the ball. Don't just stand off the player, stop the cross, because if you let them go wide, Grealish could put in a cross, then Ireland is big. That's another weapon they've got now. They've got Ireland, and they can always play differently. For me, predictions is going to be a City win. I'll go for 2-0 for City, but we've seen upset. This is going to be a big upset if Inter does win, because City, I think, it's just going to be too strong. Inter have never played any team like this in their league. So, for the Premier League side, they play City twice a season, so you're used to it. Inter has never played any team like this in their league. It's going to be tough. And, I can only see one winner. I can see City winning this by... I can see City winning this by 2-0. Thank you very much for watching. This is a tactical board analysis, looking at the match analysis on how the two teams will play, Man City versus AC versus Inter Milan. I'm going to go for a 2-0 victory, and I won't be surprised if Ireland scored one of the goals as well. I can see Gundogan getting on the score sheet as well. Thank you very much. Make sure you comment and let me know what you think about the final. Look out for the watch along as well. We'll be doing the watch along live. Follow, like, share.